The brightness of this day has given me the opportunity to bring you this video. Welcome back to my channel, Winging It with AC. My name is AC, and yes, I'm wearing a bib, okay? Yes, feel free to judge me. In my previous video, I talked about how I introduce solids to my little human, and then right after I shot the video, literally I was like, I should talk about like some of the feeding essentials or things that you should buy to prepare for weaning or to introduce your baby to solids, whichever way you look at it. Okay, now the very first thing is a babe. Serum has had this babe since we started weaning him. His grandma bought it for him, and it's very, very helpful because of this pocket. So if you're feeding them and then some of the food spills, it goes right in here. And as of now, when he's feeding himself, sometimes whatever, especially if he's eating porridge and some of it drops here, you see this boy using his spoon to scoop it and eating it, or if it's rice or whatever whatever it is, this babe is very, very handy. Now the next thing, which is actually the first thing I purchased when I was getting ready to wean this boy, or one of the first things I purchased when I was getting ready to wean this human of mine, is this set. And I don't think I set out to buy it. So I just went to a baby shop to buy something and I saw it and I was like, oh yeah, that would be good. So this is basically a masher that comes with the bowl, and the bowl has some ridges at the bottom so that it makes it easy for you to mash whatever it is. So the very first thing that I mashed in this bowl was banana. So I bought, especially if you don't want to make a lot of purees and you're just making it for that particular eating session or that particular meal, then it comes in handy. So what I did was I just took one banana, I washed it, and then I put it in here, and then I just mashed it, added a little breast milk to it so that it had a more runny consistency, and then I fed it to my little human. So it came in very handy for the most part until I started making the purees in bulk, which saves a lot of time. Like I said in the previous video, I do have a video where I showed how I made my purees. It saves you time, just pop one out and you're done. So there's this. Now this spoon I really like. Actually, it came as a set of two, so there's the pink one and then the green one. And what I like about this spoon is when you put it in something that is hot, this part turns a lighter shade of green. So right now it's a deep, I don't know if it has faded, but when you put it inside the porridge, once the handle and it's hot, the handle will start to turn a very, very light shade of green. As the porridge cools down, then it will begin to return back to its original color. So it's very handy when you just want to see if the food is too hot, like the temperature of the food for the baby. So I found this to be very, 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 very handy, and it's by a very popular brand called Fisher Price. So yeah, you definitely want to get one of these. Once again, I just bought it in a random baby shop. Now the next thing, I got this advice from a very dear sister of mine, and it was very, very, very handy advice. So these silicone ice cube trays. So once again, in my puree video, I talked about these trays. I have this and then a bigger one. You see the ice cubes that are like the square? I have one of that for like this, the silicone one. So basically what I was doing is that I puree, maybe if I'm making apple puree, banana puree, avocado puree, whatever the puree was, I would make it and then I'll fill it in here, and then I would pop it out when it's frozen. What I was doing, that I was bagging them in Ziploc bags, so I had them all labeled. I actually still have those empty Ziploc bags still in my freezer, believe it or not. So I'll have pawpaw written, or banana, apple, pear. So if the nanny had to feed him, like if she's taking something for his breakfast, all she had to do is just take a Ziploc bag. If I tell her she should add banana, she just finds the one that is labeled banana and she takes one out. But it's just easy to pop out when it's already frozen, so that's very, very handy, very, very convenient. Now once we start solids, which means we are going to be drinking water, So you definitely need a sippy cup so that the baby begins to learn how to drink from a cup, a sippy cup, rather than like the feeding bottle with the teeth. So I bought, no, actually I didn't buy this. This came to me as a gift, and it was a set of either 3 or 4 cups. No, I think there are 3 cups, yeah, with different colors and different colors of lids. So water, you need this for water, so to make sure that baby is getting enough water throughout the day. And then my favorite abele was cups. This one I didn't set out to buy them, okay? I was just obsessed with buying abele was, and I ended up collecting all the cups, but they came in handy for when I was making his purees in bulk. So I would pour banana purees, potato purees, yeah, stuff like that in here. So that came in very handy. These bigger ones, whenever I fill them to their brim, it was usually for what's the word, potatoes, because that like be like a main meal. And then like the if it's a sweet corn, it will be like half the cup. I had my own unique measurements, okay, half the cup of this. If it was sweet peas, it was like half a cup. If it was chicken puree, half a cup. So when I'm taking them, I know it's like the way you eat rice, and it's like the rice is more than the chicken and the wine, something like that, okay? You get my drift. So these are the things that I think are very essential for you to get when you are starting your weaning journey. Yeah, for those of you who would like to get a high chair, that's also fine. If I had a high chair, that would be on the list, but I don't have a high chair. Someone gave us a high chair, but it was semi-functional, so we actually never used it. We bought, where's that boy's chair? We weren't even use it at the time, but if you want to get a high chair, that's fine. We never use a high chair. We would just hold him in our laps and feed him until I bought him this apuskeleke chair that has a tray that you can attach to it, and then now that's what he uses to eat. So that's that. A blender. People like to buy baby blenders. Personally, I don't see the point. But if you want to buy a baby blender, that's totally up to you, and it's totally your money. So you get to do what you want with your money. But I would say that I don't think it's necessary. Just use your blender, wash it with warm water and soap to get all of the pepper or garlic or ginger smell out from the previous blend, and you're good to go. So yeah, if you think I left anything out, please feel free. Oh, I did leave something out. The bowl I was feeding him from. I bought a set of bowls for him. They were kind of like this, and yeah, different colors as usual. Kids stuff are very colorful, so different colors, and I was just using that, and he still uses that to today, so that comes in also very handy. So yeah, there you have it. If I left anything out, please feel free to write it in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.